So you want to move your work seamlessly from Adobe Illustrator into Photoshop and keep those layers intact? By the end of this tutorial, you'll know 3 reliable ways to copy Illustrator layers into Photoshop, setting yourself up for flexible editing and maximizing your creative options. Let's dive in and walk through these methods together. I'll guide you step by step and explain the why behind each approach so you understand what's happening and can choose the method that fits your workflow best. Starting off with our first method, the classic copy and paste. This one's very straightforward, but surprisingly powerful. In Illustrator, start by selecting the layers or specific objects you want to bring over. You can do this with the selection tool, and if you want multiple items, just hold Shift as you click. It's a simple trick for grabbing a bunch at once. Once you have everything highlighted, copy it using Ctrl+C on Windows or CMD+C on Mac. Now, flip over to Photoshop. If you're starting fresh, make a new document. Or if you're adding to something, open the existing file. Here comes the magical moment. Paste your copied content with Ctrl+V or CMD+V. Photoshop will prompt you with a dialog box. Don't just breeze by this. Choose the Layers option and click OK. This is key, because each object you just pasted becomes its own editable shape layer in Photoshop. This method is fantastic when you want to keep pieces separate so you can tweak colors, apply layer styles, or move things around with ease. Don't worry if it takes a moment for the dialog to appear, especially if you're pasting complex artwork. Just be patient. Your layers are about to be right where you want them. Moving on, let's talk about importing your Illustrator work as a linked or embedded file inside Photoshop. This approach works especially well if you want to maintain a connection to the original .ai file, or you prefer to keep everything packaged neatly. In Photoshop, go up to File in the menu, then select Place. Now navigate to your Illustrator file and select it. You can choose to place the artwork as a linked file, which means Photoshop remembers the source Illustrator file and updates it if you make changes on the Illustrator side. Super useful if you're refining graphics across programs. Or you can opt to embed the file, so everything gets stored inside the Photoshop document. This method is great for logos or vector art you'll be resizing or reusing, and it also helps keep your document organized. If you're not sure which to pick, think about how often you update the original Illustrator file. If it's a living project, go with linked. If it's final artwork, embedding does the trick. Third, you have the export method right from Illustrator itself. This route is ideal if you want to ensure layer separation stays intact and you're prepping for more advanced Photoshop edits. In Illustrator, head to File, then Export As. And here, select Photoshop, PSE, as your format. Pay attention to the export settings. Make sure Write Layers is checked because that's what tells the Illustrator to translate each layer over to Photoshop. Other useful checkboxes are Use Artboards, which can help keep your layout straight, and maximize editability for the most flexibility once you're in Photoshop. Double-check these options, then click Export. The exported PSD will open in Photoshop with your layers preserved, ready for filters, masks, or whatever you want to tackle next. So now you've got 3 solid approaches for copying Illustrator layers into Photoshop, and a clear sense of when you might use each one. If you have any questions, or if you run into a tricky spot with your artwork, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help. If you found this tutorial useful, don't forget to hit like. And if you want more tips like this, subscribe for future creative guides. Thanks for watching, and happy editing.